It was a great experience for my team. A lot of my boys hadn't played at this level on this stage before. The one thing we tried to prevent tonight was Sundowns scoring early, because we know once they do, they really control affairs from that point forward. And that's exactly what happened. The two early goals, I thought we were like a deer in the headlights in the first 15 minutes. But after the two goals, I thought we grew into the game. The last 20, 25 minutes, we started to find a little bit more rhythm, more passes, but the damage was already done. And then in the second half, we get the chance to make it 2-1 and maybe, put them under a little bit of pressure. And we hit the upright, and they immediately get the third goal. And when you're chasing against a team like this, you'd rather lose six than sit back. And we kept trying to go forward. And as open as we are, we conceded the third, fourth, and fifth. But I thought a good exercise, a good learning curve for my young team. I know we had some old heads out there who really struggled in terms of the pace of the game. But as a team, I thought, we tried our best, but the gulf in class was clear for all to see. And I'm just proud of my boys. We've had a great season in the ABC Motsepe League, where we went unbeaten at home and qualified for the Nationals, and that has been the big prize for us. We're hoping to go all the way and get qualification to the NFD, and this was just a bonus taking part in the Nedbank Cup for us. I thought we punched above our weight even getting this far, so it was all about enjoying the occasion today, and I hope some of my players did just that.
Coach, first hand Lorenzo, then Matanzi.
Coach, Lorenzo with the ski times. Do you think this 5-0 defeat kills morale, or playing against Sundowns boosts morale for the team, obviously playing in the third division?
Definitely the latter. It's going to boost our morale. I think they just beat Swallows 4. They put 4 past Swallows, and Swallows are a Premier League team. So, they've been scoring at will against any opponent in the league, So we knew we had an uphill task from the beginning, and we weren't expecting it, honestly, to beat them, but we did want to make them sweat a bit, And I thought we didn't play to our true potential. Our team is a lot better than what we displayed tonight, but credit must go to our opponent. I think the entire nation's in awe of what they've built here. The quality in depth is scary. I mean, when I was walking through the tunnel after the game and I saw the players that weren't playing, I said, thank goodness they weren't on the field. So such is the quality of this team. And I think everybody else has got a long way to go to catch up, And us, we've got completely different objectives as a small club, trying to climb our way up the footballing ladder. And we'll take it one step at a time. But congratulations to our opponents. I thought they were different class today.
Coach, how did you manage your preparations for a team like Sundowns that sort of almost beat everybody they come across, given the nature of, like we said, the differences in quality? And also, did you fear for the worst when they scored those 2 early goals?
I always knew they're capable of scoring 2, 3, 4. But for us, I thought that had we gone 20, 30 minutes without conceding, we could have, made them work a little bit harder for their victory. But that wasn't the case. And I thought our preparations, we've looked at them as a team, and we knew that, listen, I've got some ex-PSL players in my team that haven't played in the PSL for 4 or 5 years. And a lot of them are discards from previous NFD teams, ABC teams, So I've tried to revive some of the careers of the Nenes and the Zukes and the Makoas who were out in the cold at one stage. And at our level, they've done an excellent job. But I just thought tonight was a step too far for them, So hopefully we do get promotion and reinforce our team and be a lot stronger in the NFD should we get to that.
Coach, from the beating here 5-0 and you guys going to the Nationals, what is it that you've actually learned from Sundowns? Because I'm sure there's a couple of tactics that you learned from the players that you think you can use, into the Nationals. And secondly, I've been led to believe that you guys are actually one of the most well taken care of clubs in the ABC League. So obviously it's tale of two cities in terms of they're in the first division, but they're also far off. So how is that what you'd also want to see with Dynamos in the next couple of seasons, that you guys still
Yeah, well, firstly, we want to make sure that, the things we've learned from this team, we're going to take some positives, firstly, out of our performance. I thought there were some spells where we showed that we can play, but I also thought the stage was too big for some of our players. But some of the things we can learn from them, I wouldn't really say learn, because the technical ability and quality of some of these players, of the Serenos and the Miamis, on a different level to our players, So you can't teach that, When Sundowns signed Ralani, they didn't teach him how to play football. He's been at the top of his game in the last few years. Unfortunately, at our level, we're still having to teach 24, 25, 26-year-olds some of the basics, because they've come from the SAB, they've come from the ABC. So we've got a long, long way to go in terms of improving as individuals and as a team. And as far as us being well looked after, I wouldn't say we're well looked after. I would say that we're well organized and well run for an ABC team. I think we all know how some of the teams are run at that level, and I'm proud to say we're not one of those. We're a team that gets paid on time. Bonuses get paid on time. Never has a day gone by where a player's been paid late. If your money is due on the 1st of the month, it's in on the 1st of the month. And that's the reason why I took up this project. We've got very serious management that have big ambitions for this club. And the reason I went to this club, even when I had NFD offers, was because it's a Chatsworth team. I played for 10 years for Manning Rangers. We play at Chatsworth Stadium. So those are the things that really drew me to the club. But listening to the chairman's vision for the next 5 or 6 years, he wants to see this team eventually get to the PSL. And I think if we in the next 2 years can get to the NFD, that dream can become a reality, the way we run our club. But like I said, a lot of reinforcements in the future, making sure we recruit the right type of players. And we've already been through that process where we're looking at foreign players, we're looking at CVs. We've identified a few players in the NFD that we feel can, if we get promoted, can really come in and take us to the next level. So, hopefully all this comes to fruition, and in a few months' time we'll be in the NFD.
Coach, this is SABC Sport. Just to follow up on what you were just talking about right now, you speak of the chairman's ambition for the team, but with you having joined the club and having seen the team so far in this competition, what are your ambitions? And you also spoke about, you see this club getting into the NFD in the next 2 seasons. What is it that would need to be done in order to get there in that short space of a time?
Yeah, my personal ambition would be to see this project all the way through, get into the NFD, and eventually, like we said, we've got a 6-year plan, and eventually, if it takes 4 years, eventually try and get into the PSL. So we've got a 6-year plan in place as a club. So I would like to see that the project through and hopefully achieve that in the next 5 to 6 seasons. As a club, I think, the chairman for a small club like this has really supported me as the head coach and our technical team with all that we've wanted. We're short of nothing in terms of infrastructure. We have a training field. In terms of equipment, there's nothing I think that we could say that at this level that we're short of. So in that regard, I really appreciate the support that he's given us as a technical team. It's up to us now to take it to the next level, Hopefully we do achieve promotion. And I think once we're in the NFD, I think planning is a little bit easier, The big challenge is to get there. And hopefully we're going to be strong enough in the playoffs. We know it's not going to be easy, but hopefully we'll be strong enough to gain promotion.